Here's the uncomfortable reality. Our once assured rights to our money and property are now constantly violated by central banks and governments. Everything that we once thought that we owned is now constantly at risk of forfeiture. The money that's in your bank account, stuffed in your mattress, retirement funds, our licenses, passports, and even gold. All that gold that you have stored away in your vault or buried in your backyard, it can all be taken by the government. Let's talk specifically about the money that you have in the bank. Inflation alone has been eroding its buying power. But that ain't nothing compared to the newly discovered ability the government has to simply freeze you out. Seriously, I challenge you to Google, "Is my money mine?" You will discover the most horrifying truth. It's not your money. As we move closer to global adoption of CBDCs, I am constantly amazed at how many people have absolutely no idea what that even means. And even worse, if it could get worse, the ones that do seem to understand it have no problem with the possible restrictions the government could and will impose with it. Just imagine with me for a second what the world could look like when the government can track absolutely everything you buy. And then imagine that they decided that your carbon footprint was too high. You can't take that trip to see grandma. Now I realize that this sounds like conspiracy theories to many, and the common thought seems to be that the government would never do that. But you don't have to look very far to see just how far the government reach has become.
It would be better if you had czars of truth to guard against anybody saying anything that was wrong, but the people that would appoint themselves to be the czars ritualistically say things that are not true about the pandemic and every other subject because...
Think about what they did to the millions of hapless donors whose biggest crime was to disagree with right think, according to the government's position on vaccines. I mean, so much for Canadians' rights to peacefully agree. Keep your mouth shut, say the right things, or in the words of our Prime Minister, there will be consequences. Now, you may be one of the 42%, that's right, 42% of people in Canada that long for socialist government. But you all have to remember that in order to have a successful tyrant, you must have willing slaves. This communistic approach has been tried tons of times in tons of countries since forever, and so far unsuccessfully. But one of the things that makes it highly unlikely to succeed in Canada is the fact that the pro-socialists want it all free, but they don't want to work for that. This ever-increasing group believes that those who have more should simply pay for those who don't. But this just isn't working. Over the last 3 years, the government has squeezed out the middle class, and they're already taking more than we have. But regardless, I don't think that there's any way around it. Canada's future lies in this direction. Our youth demand it. Now, in a separate video, I will discuss some proactive things that you can do, though. Quick warning, these strategies will not only make the government crazy, will make your silent, woke, and unwoke friends alike all nuts, but it will also infuriate our rising socialist youth who will die trying to figure out ways to get your money rightfully into their pocket. Quick aside here, I apologize to the many hard-working entrepreneurial youth out there who have not yet been convinced of the right of it by their peers. Our hope truly lies in you. Now, these are all just my own personal random thoughts, but tell me, what do you think about this? Does it ring with you? So hit the notification button to make sure that you catch all of the easy-to-follow videos that I will be dropping to help you discover some simple, easy ways that you can get started fixing things for you. My name is Heather, and to the dismay of my friends and family alike, I will always speak my mind. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.